Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, where we're all just trying to survive. That's the way she goes. That's right, we're all out here just trying to survive. And in the spirit of survival, I've asked you guys to go down in the comments, let me know what you would want to put in a real survival kit. This is a survival kit that we started. Right now we just have this one paracord bracelet in it. But one of my subscribers, new phone who dis, said grab some lint from your laundry dryer, put it in a plastic bag, it stays dry, and it acts as a great fire starter. That's thinking outside the box. That's a great idea. We're going to add that one right into our survival kit. And I also got a magnesium flint here that we're going to throw in. You guys want to add something to this survival kit? Let me know down in the comments what you want to add, and I'll make it happen. Alright, today's video is highly requested with the completion of the mission Hunting for Chip. Let's get right into it.
I need you to head on down to Greenhoof Sanctuary, and I have some supplies left around there. I need you to head on over there and gather them up.
Quest 1, super easy. We're just going up north, right to the dam. We're going to stop the water flow by using this valve right in the middle, and then it's just going to tell you to go right back to the RV. As soon as we head back to the RV, first thing we're going to do, as always, empty everything into our fridge and into our trunk, make our backpack as light as possible, and you'll notice we have 2 places to go. Well, we're going up northwest to Greenhoof.
Hello, Miss Finley. Are you here?
Here are the keys to the ATV. You'll find Gary's stuff in the bag.
Miss Finley is another person that's going to give you missions throughout this game. First one she gives you, you're just going to take the quad, go to 2 different locations, pick up some cargo for Gary, and bring it back to her. First one you can't miss. Just follow the obstacle course. This thing is a pain to drive. Good luck. And the second one, once you leave the compound, you just gotta rip over to this barn, go to the other side of it, and it'll be sitting on a table. And don't forget to loot before you leave. There's always something nice by all these buildings.
Here's something for your help.
Thanks, Gary.
We get Nancy Dean. That means we can trade. And we also get 10 skill points. We know our next mission is the hunt for Chip. We're going to be doing some hunting. That means I think we should upgrade our sneak 2 times, and the wolves and predators on that trip are ruthless. We're going to upgrade our damage to resistance twice as well, spend our whole 10 points. Nancy Dean is available now, like I said, and if you go to sell, you can sell right from your RV. You don't have to keep moving stuff back and forth from your inventory to your RV, from your inventory to your RV. I've sold off everything we need to. We're going to keep the main materials, rope, tarp, and cloth. We're going to end up building a maxed out camp by the end of this video. You'll notice now that when you go to the hub door, you have Tumnus Valley available with 2 spots for your RV to go to. We're going to go to the northeast one, the Mountain Pass cabin. First thing you're going to do when you get there is you're going to save the game.
Well, there's this elk population that roams in the meadows east of Watkins Pond. It's a small population, a few females and an elk bull. I'm interested in downing the elk bull. We call it Old Chip. Oh, I just remembered something. I was in such a hurry this morning to get to the office, I've left my gear bag behind at the water tower.
Okay, so Ranger Ainsley gives us our next mission. It's to go up to Watkins Pond, spot the elk, harvest the elk, with the optional objective to find the climbing path to the water tower and retrieve his bag that he left there. So after we've saved the game again, what we're going to do is head on back to the lodge. We're going to talk to Nancy, do some bartering. First, we'll have a look at her backpack. We want to leave with this mission as little as possible. The lever action rifle is not the best against wolves or cougars, but it's all we have right now. And Nancy does not have any other weapons available this early in the game. What she does have, and what we do have enough money for, is the large water flask. This is huge early game. This is a long mission. We're going to need that. Before we head out we can do a lot of looting right beside our RV. Make sure you use your hunter sense, grab everything around here. Just in a quick loot before we left, we almost filled up our backpack. There's at least 32 pounds there that we picked up with a lot of the main resources. After you dump that into your trunk, we'll head on south down the trail. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the route that I normally take. It is right up the north side along the river band and avoiding as much as the wolf area as we can. We'll see how well we do this run. As soon as you get down to the bottom of the first hill, you're going to notice these fairy lanterns. They're collectible. You can view them back at the lodge. I'm not quite sure it gives you any experience or anything. It's just something that sits on the shelf back at the lodge. First place we're going to come across on the trip is Brighton Lake. If you've hit Brighton Lake, you know you're heading in the right direction. You're just going to want to keep going east, slightly northeast, head toward the river. We're taking the river bend for a few reasons. Number one being Lupus Clearing, which is not on the map right now, is full of wolves. We're going to avoid most of that area. And then we're very close hike northeast straight to Watkins Pond. Alright guys, we've made it here to the river. You really got to keep a close eye on your attributes. We're very hungry, we're very tired. We don't want to have a sprained ankle or broken leg. That happens really quickly when you're tired. So we're going to set up a camp. We're going to cook our food. We're going to get the rest we need. And it's going to give us a nice cutscene of exactly why we came this way. The river. Once we wake up, we are going to make sure that we pick up the meat that we had over the fire. But we're going to eat the oldest food that we have, which would have been the mushrooms that we cooked in the first mission. You might have noticed we didn't boil water when we went to bed. Well, if you remember, running water gives you clean water. That's one of the big reasons why we came this way. Reason number two, clean, easy water. No boiling, no time. Reason number three, looting. This is a huge spot to find moss. You can use your hunter sense and find it everywhere. We're going to need this moss to build that camp that I've been talking about. And I think right after this mission, we'll have more than enough materials to make that camp. But for now, let's have a look at our map, see where we are, and keep going. This is where we set up camp. We are just east of Watkins Pond, not too far away now, and we are going to go do the optional objective at the water tower. But we're right on the edge of Lupus Clearing, and you know we're going to run into some predators. Try and stay in the open field as much as you can away from the trees, because these things, they appear out of nowhere. We knew that this was going to happen. We know that there's predators in this game. Some of these wolves, they're pretty invincible. But if you hit your shots, you're going to take them down. And we kind of messed up. We didn't end up actually buying any ammo for a rifle. So this right here, this is our last shot. This kind of leaves us in a tough spot. So we're just going to take our wolf meat. We're going to have to go and do the water tower first. First, we're looking for Maverick Trail. If you just follow the mountains, you'll notice the arrows on the rocks. Just going to want to climb the rock stairs. It's called Maverick's Trail. Follow the signs. You'll make your way up. You'll find the water tower. It's hard to miss. Coming to this water tower gives us some very needed supplies, but you know what I say about these buildings. Don't forget to loot them. After we're done looting all of the buildings around the water tower, we're going to have a closer look into this stash box. Our backpack is full anyways, so we're just going to dump a little bit because all we really need for the rest of this mission is some elk meat. So we're going to put 5 cloth, 1 tarp, and 1 rope into this stash box. Now when we look to the right of that stash box, there's the ranger gear that he's looking for. We're going to pick that up, it's going to complete our optional objective of finding the path and picking up his backpack. On the picnic table, just to the right of that, you're going to find a couple boxes of rifle ammo, a couple bandages, a can of beans, and Nancy's old agenda, which, just like the flowers we found earlier, is a collectible. You can view it back at Snow Ridge Lodge. And finally, you have the water barrel, where you have the option to drink or fill your water bottle with 3 sips of water. But right now, we're going to head out, and while we do, we're going to reload that gun with a fresh 40 round. And it really doesn't take long to get anywhere in this map. Once you get a little bit closer, we notice we're a little bit tired, so before we actually go for the kill, we're going to just take a rest. We're close enough that we can hear the elk, so we know we're on the right track. We're going to start up a fire, start cooking some food, and again, get the rest that we can get. It's always good to rest when you notice you need it. You don't want to sprain your ankle. You won't be able to run. You won't be able to jump. It's hard to get around. And the second that we wake up, we can hear them again. We're going to pick up our food. We're going to have water. And we're actually going to want to hunt these guys in the daylight. So we're just going to rest again as much as we can until morning. Alright guys, we've made it into the morning. We're going for the hunt for Chip. This is what we're here for. Now there's a couple places that I found him. I find him just up north in this whole clearing, even kind of southeast to where the mouse isn't showing you. And then there's another clearing up here even more north. When I spook him, he sometimes ends up there. Some people ask me that in the comments. I would check either one. You're going to want to creep up, and when you find them, make sure you're crawling. Don't make any sudden movements. They spook easily, and he wants the bow. There's going to be 4 female elks. You want to not shoot those or you're going to spook them. As you can see, I missed my second shot. Luckily hit him with my third because my first shot spooked them.
Ranger Ainsley, do you copy? Over.
Meet me at the lodge.
Roger that. Over and out.
And that's it. We got Chip. All we have to do is return to the lodge and talk to Ainsley, but there's a few more things that I want to show you. What we're going to do is we're going to take the same path for 2 reasons. Water and some more moss. Watching out for those predators that appear out of nowhere. But we are going to be taking the exact same path. Past the pond, across the bridge, up the steps, straight to our RV that isn't on the map right now. And when we get back to the RV, there's 2 things that I'm going to say every single time. Save your game. And actually this time, if you look to the right, Gary's Mallet, our 3rd collectible of this mission. And if you look to your left, you'll notice the stash box. We'll go back to our little experiment. Open that. There's our 5 cloth, 1 tarp, and 1 rope that we left back at the same stash box in the same area at the water tower. And the second thing I'm always going to tell you to do when you get back here is to empty that backpack into your fridge and your trunk until it is full. And when it's full, you know what we're going to do. Do you remember when Ranger Ainsley woke you up in the morning? That first camp that you built in Mission 1? I have a feeling that that's a great place to have your max upgrade camp in Mellow Hills. It has everything you need. It's got the stash spot, it's got 2 grow stations, it's got a water collection barrel, and you're gonna want clean water when you're making any kind of medical item, or when you start getting deeper into the recipes list. You need water for that. On top of the water collection unit, let's not forget that starting pond beside that camp is fresh water. Alright guys, that's all we got in this video. At the start of missions 5 and 6 video, we're going to finish this quest, turn it in, and spend our skill points. Let me know down in the comments what you think we should spend our skill points on. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.